There we go. Is that movie over already? Alright, there we go. So that looks pretty good there. Just pull this bit out here a bit. This will be a little bit steeper. We'll pull this bit out here a little bit too. There we go. Okay, let's rotate this back. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Alright, let's keep pulling our landmass here. Come on, I can get you. I can get you. I'll pull it right about there, I think. Oh, you nuts here. Do 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 do. Oh my god, I got all these Disney songs stuck in my head now. Thanks, Abs. Yes, Abs is at the age where she has to watch every Disney movie 10 times a day. Erin was like that too. Erin's favorite was Sleeping Beauty. She always watched that constantly. Abs was really into Finding Dory, or Finding Nemo, and then of course when we got Finding Dory as well. I guess it was last year when she was 2. She was really good. All she wanted to watch was Nemo and Dory. Now she's more into the princess movies. So she's always watching, one of the princess. I think Snow White seems to be her favorite right now. It seems to be the one she always pulls out the most. Although, I mean, again, she doesn't really. I mean, Erin, it was always Sleeping. It always had to be Sleeping Beauty. Abby's like day to day. It's like, okay, today is Snow White. Tomorrow is Sleeping Beauty. Next day it's Peter Pan, Mulan, Little Mermaid. At least they're not watching the really annoying cartoons. Yeah, I know. Yeah, cartoon. Yeah. Even when Erin was younger, it was like we didn't really watch a lot of TV with her. Because I'm trying to think when my sister was younger, that's when the Animaniacs and those type of cartoons really started to come out. I mean, for me, when I was a kid, when I was going to school, I'm trying to think what I used to watch when I was really. I mean, it was mostly Sesame Street for me. Those Japanese cartoons, so stupid. Yeah, amen to that. Yeah, I know. It's just it just started to change. It's like for me when I was I guess I would say Erin's age. 11, 10, 11, 12. Which would have been right around, 83, 82, 81, 82, 83. That's when G.I. Joe, I guess the Hasbro series of G.I. Joe, because as I come to find out later, there was actually a G.I. Joe figure line that preceded the Hasbro line of the 80s. But my brother and I, we were big into the G.I. Joe and the Transformers, the originals, the original 80s, so to speak, the classics there. So that's what we always used to watch after school. It was always, the G.I. Joe, the Transformers cartoons. Voltron was on at the time. So we'd watch Voltron, Warner Brothers Looney Tunes. Those are those are the cartoons I sort of grew up with too. Bugs Bunny, all the Looney Tunes stuff. In fact, I got do I have them? I might have them upstairs. I got a couple of lithographs. When Mel Blanc died, and who the heck was the artist? I forget who the artist was. who did a lot of them. But there were like what they call cells or lithographs. They're not actual cartoon cells, but they're sort of the collector's type things they did for Mel Blanc and the artist. We're here lucky here, no girls, children's section, only boys. Yeah. But yeah, so so I've got those, but yeah, it was always Looney Tunes, and then G.I. Joe, Transformers, Voltron. I remember Battle of the Planets was always a big one for me. Must be Daffy Duck. Yeah, Battle of the Planets, like some of the older Japanese ones, those classic ones, like Battle of the Planets, was always one of my favorites. I love that one. I'm trying to think if there were any others. There was some live action Japanese stuff that was I saw that I kind of liked, but you don't. It's tough to track it down. I forget what the name of it was. I had looked this up a while ago. It was a live action Japanese superhero type show, where it was a Japanese family were able to transform themselves into like jets, the actual jets that fly. I can't remember what the name of it was, but that was always something that was on. I don't. It must have been on PBS or something like that, some off the wall channel. And I always thought that was one of the coolest things. Of course, I always watched Godzilla too. The Godzilla ones I got into. Never watched Voltron despite being from the late 80s. I don't think it was ever on TV here. Yeah, see, Voltron was a hit or miss one. As I recall, there were three different Voltrons. Thundercats was another one, which I kind of like because in the old, which I found out there was a nice connection between Thundercats and the classic Wizardry game. But yeah, with Voltron, there were actually three different ones. Now, I don't remember whether it was all part of the series or they were three different series, but there were three different Voltrons. The one I think that, if anyone who knows Voltron knows the most, is the one with the one that like the Transformers that they join up and form this one real big robot. Which the others may have too, but I remember there was one. That was the classic Voltron. It was I want to say they were lions. They were like robot lions or something to that effect. Is what the vehicles were. And they formed a giant robot when they got together. And then there was another one I remember. I think there were three, but there were two I distinctly remember. One was that one. That was the most. Sword of Omens, give me the sight beyond sight, yes. And He-Man too. He-Man was another one. My brother was more into the He-Man. I think He-Man was more my brother's time, who was 4 years younger than me. But yeah, with Voltron, there was the one with they were the robotic cats that they drove and formed into the giant robot. And I remember that was the one that I sort of grew tired of that one because they never lost. But then again, that's a lot of the cartoons like that, even Transformers and G.I. Joe. The good guys always won. But with the Thundercats, I sort of got tired of that premise. It just got so annoying that no matter what happened, no matter how dire the situation was, they found a way to beat whatever bad guy it was that week. And then there was another Voltron. It actually took place in space. It was almost like Battlestar Galactica, as I recall. Where it was just this group of people going in space. They didn't really have a home. They were wanderers. I forget what the exact concept was, but Voltron was a part of that. So there was a bunch of them who formed the Voltron robot out spaceships or something like that. And they always seemed to lose. Like, no matter what happened, they may have survived whatever battle it was for the week, but they always ended up, it wasn't a complete victory. So it's like, that's where I lost Voltron. It's like, the one cartoon, they always won. The other cartoon, they always lost. It's like, well, I guess I'm tired of Voltron now. Yeah, He-Man, yep. It's funny. Some of this stuff is funny. It's still popular. Even with kids nowadays. Like, you get the younger kids like Aaron's age. Some of them still, somehow these companies have kept some of these creatures and stuff. Like every once in a while, we'll even see. There was a commercial, I guess, last year or the year before that featured Skeletor from He-Man. So it's still around. It's still some of this stuff is still in people's minds. So when you say He-Man, even for young kids who never even knew what He-Man was, they still sort of they're familiar with what it is, who he is, that kind of stuff. But yeah, that was Voltron. Then yeah, like I said, that Japanese live action show was one I always watched. But Battle of the Planets was really one of the big ones for me. And I remember they had 3 series there. I don't think I watched the third one as much, but I watched the original where they had to go off to the planet in the Starship Yamato, which was the original Japanese name, was the Starship Yamato. I'm trying to think, was it the Argo? Did they call it the Argo in America? I'm trying to think. They may have called the ship the Argo when it was in America, but I remember it was Yamato in Japan. Skeletor is just too badass. Yeah, he is. Yeah, really, when you think about it, Skeletor was really a really good bad evil character. Yeah, I remember and then the second series is where after they had saved Earth and all that, then the Comet Empire came around. I remember, like in the first episode or wherever, they destroyed the moon. So I remember that one. I think in the third series, Deathlock, the bad guy from the first series, made a return, if I remember, in the third series. But never really watched the third series as much. Oh yeah, the Smurfs. Yeah, the Smurfs. I remember watching the Smurfs, but again, I think the Smurfs were more around when my sister was younger. My sister was born in '83. So I think the Smurfs really came into popularity, that late 80s, early 90s, when my sister was Aaron and Abby's age. But yeah, the good old Smurfs. Like, do I want to, I think I kind of want to leave that flat. We'll leave that like that. But yes, yeah, those classic cartoons, yeah. It's a shame, and like what led me on this, yeah, it's a shame. It's like around my sister's time, is like I said, when the Animaniacs started coming out, the Rugrats, all those, that it just like it had no appeal. Oh, thank you for the follow, Queen Short Girl. Thank you very much. Thanks for joining me today. Yeah, it's just couldn't. They're just not this. Looney Tunes had that high. It was sort of slapstick, but it still had that highbrow humor to where, when people talk about the Looney Tunes and all that stuff, and they talk about the actual adult humor that was a part of them that you don't really understand until you actually look at them as an adult and you understand. Oh yeah, you understand. They were really adult cartoons too. Asterix, Obelisks, the Gulls, yeah. But yeah, so I think that's what made Looney Tunes so great, because it was more intelligent. I guess you could say they were more intelligent cartoons than what we got with Animaniacs, Rugrats, and all that stuff. Yeah, a cringe fest. Exactly. Yeah, it's just like, oh, we couldn't watch anymore. It just you watch an episode or two, and it's like, why are we watching this? But yeah, I think around that time, yeah, we lost what the true sense of the cartoon was. And then of course Ren and Stimpy came along. I have to say, Ren and Stimpy, I think, recaptured a lot of what Looney Tunes were, but more of the, without the 50s and 60s censorship and that kind of stuff. I think Ren and Stimpy were the Looney Tunes for the 90s. For me, I loved Ren and Stimpy. I thought that they were funny as heck. But yeah, those were the cartoons of my day. Yeah, Looney Tunes are all for all ages. The way they talked was different for kids and adults. Yeah, see, and that's what was that's where the greatness came from. It's like it was, there was that adult humor there, but as a kid you wouldn't even know it. But you still had all, the whole packaging was there for the kids as well. But again, you'd find it was equally entertaining as an adult. They still are. I mean, they still are. If you can find them on anywhere or find DVDs of them anymore. I need to raise terrain. Raise terrain. Oh, you know what I need to do? And then along came IR Weasel and IQ. Yeah, IR Weasel and all that stuff. And even, I want to say Beavis and Butthead too, I think had moments, but I never really got into Beavis and Butthead like I did Ren and Stimpy. I think Beavis and Butthead were sort of the almost highbrow of the, sort of what the Animaniacs were, but they were just, it was just so stupid. Beavis and Butthead ended up, it was just so stupid. But it was stupid in the fact that I think I appreciate, and South Park too, I think I appreciate Beavis and Butthead in South Park for the way they pushed boundaries. Look at the last 3 penguins from the Madagascar movie. Yeah, see, like the... Yeah, I haven't even seen them. I'm trying to think. Which one did we see? Because I saw the one. I forget which one it was. It may have been the original Madagascar. I enjoyed the original Madagascar, but then I caught parts of some of the other ones. It's just like, Yeah, Pinky the Brain. Yeah, I never really... Yeah, like I said, it's like Beavis and Butthead had their moments, but I couldn't really get into them. It was just... It was almost like they take a joke and then they just go too far with it, and it's like, yeah, okay, enough of that. It's like one of those things where it's funny for 5 minutes and it's like, okay, it's time for something else. But I kind of like the way they sort of pushed the boundaries, and South Park pushed the boundaries. That's what I kind of liked about those two, and of course, Ren and Stimpy really started that whole thing there. Yeah, I never really got into South Park either. Again, I called a few episodes like, oh, okay, it's not too bad, but it never really something I got into with South Park either. But again, I just liked, I just appreciated the fact of what they were doing and how they were pushing the boundaries of stuff. Boyfriend loves South Park, but I can't sit here in 1 minute of it. Yeah. Yeah, again, like Beavis and Butthead, there'll be moments where like, oh yeah, that was a pretty good moment, and then there'll be a moment it's like, really, yeah, okay. And there were a lot of those moments in both of them, so that's why I don't think I really ever got into them as much. I think out of the modern day cartoons, the one I would if I had to sit down and watch something that's more modern day, it would probably be Family Guy. I've seen Family Guy because I just love Stewie and what the hell's the dog's name? It was just, there are just so many funny moments with Stewie and the dog is friggin' hilarious. So like Family Guy be the one. If dinner here, all right, thanks Taz. But yeah, if I had to watch something today, it would have to be Family Guy, just for Stewie and the dog. I just love those two. Oop! Oh no, I don't want road. Sorry, my bad. Why did I select road? Because I don't want road. I want to level the terrain here. But yeah, that's why. Because I clicked the wrong thing. Yeah, there'll be another. There'll never be another Looney Tunes. No, I don't want that. I want to level now. There'll never be another. There'll never be another Looney Tunes era, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Unfortunately, those days are gone. I think Family Guy repeats one joke for a whole episode. It's usually the joke isn't funny. Yeah, I know. It's like I say, it's like I could do without anything, but like Stewie and the dog. It's like they're and really I'll go on YouTube and just watch like the bits I like that I find amusing. But that's pretty much it. Like I say, I probably couldn't sit down and just watch episode after episode like I do for like the Looney Tunes and stuff like that. But there are those moments that I just think are so hilarious for me. Brian, that's it. Brian the dog. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I just go on and just find the moments that I enjoy the best. Just watch them on YouTube. That's usually what I do when I have a hankering for something like that. But yeah, those cartoons of old, man, it's amazing. Oh, the other ones too. Yeah, I forgot the Hanna-Barbera cartoons I used to watch all the time too. There used to be a whole bunch of them. I still remember Grape Ape. I used to watch Grape Ape because it was just funny. I always used to go Grape Ape, Grape Ape. I still do that. I'll still get in my head, it's like Grape Ape. Something reminds, something that sounds like they're saying Grape Ape. All of a sudden that'll pop in my head. That's all I used to say was Grape Ape, Grape Ape. Space Ghost, I think, was part of the Hanna-Barbera line. Used to watch that all the time. There were a handful of Hanna-Barbera cartoons I used to watch all the time. And then there was another one. I sort of like that Japanese cartoon, or not the Japanese cartoon one, but the Japanese live action one, where the family turned into Jets. I can't for the life of me remember the name of that one, but there was another cartoon. I can't remember what the name of it was, but again, it was a bunch of, it was like four or five main characters, and they had the power to transform themselves into different things. I don't remember much about it, but I used to watch it semi-regularly, and the only thing I distinctly remember about was that one of the guys was a sailor. He was in a sailor uniform, so he's always dressed up as like a sailor or something. And he would be able to transform himself into like a rope person. So whenever they were called to duty, so they go through everybody get together, they transform themselves into whatever super thing they were. So I remember the sailor guy always used to collapse into his sailor uniform, and he'd come out like as a rope person. That's one of those things that just one of those things that always sticks in my head, and I can't remember the name of that one either. I'm not sure if that was part of the Hanna-Barbera line either. Alright, so there we go. So we've got this coming out nicely. Man, we're gonna. Wow, how's it been? Oh, it's only been. Well, I did get started late today. I was about to say it's only been an hour. It's almost time for Planet Coaster. Trying to think what else was on Hanna-Barbera. Like I said, I remember Grape Ape distinctly. I remember Space Ghost. I know there were a couple other ones, but I can't remember what they are for the life of me now. See, I almost kind of like the look of how that's looking here, so let me pull this out here. This is going to be a really nice looking city, I'm hoping here. And hopefully our city will be able to survive my leadership, my mayorship here. I want to pull you out a little bit here. There we go. There we go. Let's pull you out a bit more. There we go. I gotta watch because I gotta make sure I leave myself enough buildable area on each of the levels here. I was thinking maybe I should just do a little hill there, or maybe we'll see. Maybe another little one there. It's not looking too shabby though. It's looking pretty good, I think. All right, let's pull this off because this is where our mountain's going to end up being, is here. Or mountainous area. So we're going to lose some buildable land here, but that's all right. Make it look pretty nice here. A nice little mountainous region. So let me see. Let's just go ahead and raise terrain and just go wild with it a little bit here. Build out a mountainous, unbuildable mountainous region here. Keep raising up this terrain. Bring that out a little bit like that. Let's build up the back. We got to really build up the back here. Come on, keep going. Let's go. There we go. Build up the corner. Let's rotate this here so we can get a better look at it. Yeah, there we go. Oh, almost like the pyramids it is now. So we might have to refine that a bit here. It's there was something we could smooth with here. There we go. That actually doesn't look too bad. Let's zoom in here a bit. Let's go here. That doesn't look too bad. There's our little mountain. I think that'll work. That'll work pretty good. So we got a little mountain off in the corner there. So let's go ahead. I'm trying to think if I, you know what? I was considering doing another level up here, but that would really limit my big block building space here. You know what I need to do? I need to update my follower list here too. So let's open up stream labels here so some of this stuff can update anyway. Recent followers, thank you. Boop, boop. Zombie Dan's followed us earlier this week. So what we got here? Queen Short Girl. Queen of the Short Girls, huh? How you doing today? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so file save. Boop, boop, boop. Control C. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Control V. Enter. Delete. All right, that gets that updated anyway. File save. All right, good. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Boom. Okay. Let's take a big gander here. Let's see. Is there anything else? Debating. Yeah. Well, you know that gives me a lot of buildable area down here. I don't really want to take too much of that away here. Of course, we do have a lot of buildable area in the floodplain here, but you know, I do want. Let's do this a little bit here. Let's just pull this guy out a little bit more here. Pull you out a little bit more. There we go. Let's rotate you. That way we can just pull you across. Let's do it like that. There we go. Alright, that looks pretty good. So I actually have 1, 2, 3, 4 levels here of land, which isn't too bad. That looks pretty good. I think that'll work nicely. Let's zoop, zoop, zoop. Let's check out. Yep, our lake bed, pretty good there. Everything else is going to be surface water. I'm not going to get too crazy with that, since I can't unfortunately lower just one tile at a time here. It's a little bit the actual terraforming here is a little bit more destructive, I guess I could say, than I would like. Not quite as fine-tuned as placing the water. Actually, I think that'll work. I think that'll work pretty well for our city. So good. Let's go ahead and save this guy now. Save as a city. Easy city, of course. We're going to start 1900. Why not? Doesn't really matter. So easy gives us $20,000 starting. Money. Medium gives us $10,000. And hard gives us a $10,000 debt. Let's start off with, but let's go ahead. We'll name this AbbyBooville. AbbyBooville. There we go. Done. AbbyBooville is done here. All right. So where did AbbyBooville go? In my cities? Where are you? Where did you go, AbbyBooville? Oh, file name. Okay. AbbyBooville. Save. All right, there we go. AbbyBooville is now saved. Excellent. Let's see. I was planning on taking a break between 12 and 12:30 just to get some food for me and the abs before we started Planet Coaster, but we did start a little late here. I did want to, well, you know, our this might be a good place to stop. You know, we got our terraforming done. Stop, take a quick break here. Taz is eating dinner. I might as well go eat some lunch with the abs, eh? Although we do still have some time. I don't want to eat lunch too early here. Trying to think. So that's pretty. Oh, you know what? You know what we're missing here? Pipes, trees. We're missing trees. So there's some trees around here. Let's. Oh. My question is, can we get trees on the mountain? Let's zoom up here. Yeah, okay. So we got some. So we'll definitely make this a forested mountain up here. So let's go ahead. Throw some happy little trees up on our mountain here. Happy little trees. Going to paint the mountain with trees. Paint the mountain with trees. Ooh, you know what? Hold on here. Let me see something here. Ooh, now wouldn't this be cool if we do a little lake up here? There we go. Little mountaintop lake. How about a little something here too? There we go. It goes that way. That looks like a T. Oh, it's a little waterfall. Would you look at that? Alright, so let's go ahead and just re-level this here. There we go. Okay. So what I want to do, let's re-level that there. And we'll do another, just a couple of drops here, I think. There we go. And then we can throw some trees around here. There we go. There we go. Now we're getting the trees. Now we're getting the trees. There we go. Load this mountain up with trees here. There we go. Paint the mountain with trees. So let's start at the top here. This is just going to be going to load in as many trees as we can on this mountain here. We want this thing covered. Covered with the trees. We can even do another little lake there. You know, I think we'll just leave those 2 lakes. It would be good. Painting with trees. Painting with trees. Maybe we can do a little bit lighter on the trees down below because hey, there might be some forestation going on around here. Oh my God, we've got to get trees all over the place here. Here we go, that's better. Do smaller circles here, there we go. I'm going too fast for the game. It can't keep up. There we go. We're getting our trees out. Yeah, there we go. We're looking good now. There's some more down here. There's some more here. That was pretty good. There's some trees out in this way. Level 4, so it comes out down this way, around here, I think. There we go. Another one that comes out into here. Alright, let's zoom out here. That's a slightly hairy mountain there. That looks pretty good. Alright. Now, let's see. Where else do we want trees? I mean, we kind of want trees everywhere, but... Let's throw some trees around this general area. We'll throw some trees around the lake here. Just scatter them about here and there. Most of this stuff will end up getting bulldozed anyway as we build our city. We'll follow some trees along into the floodplain here. Up around the lake. There we go. We'll put some trees here. All around this guy here. We'll dot around the lake a little bit here. Up around this area here too. And here. We'll bring some more trees up around this area. Maybe make it a little more dense up around here. Bring the trees up. Yes, I know. Dentist appointment next week. Yep, again, next week. Yeah, we're going to not have a stream on Monday because, oh, yes, I got to take care of the teeths. Unfortunately, but hey, it is what it is. Hopefully that should take care of the major appointments anyway that I got to deal with for a couple months anyway. So yeah, no stream next week on Monday. I will be doing the Extra Life stream at 3 to 5 though. So I will be on the Extra Life for Kids channel 3 to 5. Like I will be today, I will be on next week. I just won't be streaming here on my own channel next week, unfortunately. Let me see here. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. That looks pretty good. Looks like that'll do it for trees. I kind of like that file save city. Here we go. All right, so good. So now we got our trees up there. Excellent, excellent, excellent. All righty. That's pretty good. All right. Do a few more down this way. Here, yeah, let's do a few more down that way. Yeah. There we go. A few more. There we go. Okay, let's go file. Save that. All right, good. I think that'll work nicely. I think that is pretty good. So now I gotta figure out where we're gonna start building here. That's the question. Where do I want to start building here? Oh my God, messages galore here. Yes, I will confirm my appointment in a minute. Got it. Voicemail. I think that's the sub pumps maintenance I got to schedule. All right. Where do we want to start our building? Do we want to start it up high here? Do we want to? I think we may want to start somewhere near the lake and the river. I'm kind of thinking that way we can sort of start building up towards the mountain. This might be the good spot to start, right around here. Start our building. I think this is a good place to stop now. We can start that up next week. Start laying down at least a basic route. I'm trying to think if I want to do that here in the urban renewal kit, or if I actually just want to go in game and just start building right off the scratch from the game. That might be my best. I might do myself more justice if I do it in game and not get too crazy, like I said, with building a whole lot of stuff that my starter city can't really maintain expense-wise. So I think maybe we'll do that. So good. We've got our landmass formed here. We got the AbbyBooville Mountain for AbbyBooville. We've got the landform set. I kind of like how it looks here. I think we're looking pretty good. So I think this is a good place to stop here and pick up, well, not next week, but in 2 weeks. So that will be, what is it? Next week's the 29th, so February, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, February 5th we'll be back here for more sandbox building in SimCity 2000. Of course, we still got a couple more hours here to go today. Still got Planet Coaster. We've still got our AbbyBooville theme park to work on, so we'll be doing that shortly. I just got to see what the child wants to eat. Hopefully it's pierogies, because that'll be quick and easy to make, and we don't have to waste too much time on that. So I'm going to take a quick break here for I figure about 10 minutes, and then we'll move on over into Planet Coaster here for the rest of the afternoon till about 2:30, when we got to start prepping for our Extra Life for Kids stream over on the Extra Life for Kids channel. We'll be popping back into the classic, the original Euro Truck simulator for that, taking another couple of jobs, wandering around the wonderful Isle of Britain in Euro Truck Simulator from 3 to 5 p.m. So it's about 3 hours, from now by the time we get on, because we do have to pick up the eldest from school at 3 o'clock. So we're going to be getting started probably about 3:15, so a little over 3 hours from now. You can join me over on the Extra Life for Kids channel. But in the meantime, we'll be back in about 10 minutes for some SimCity, not SimCity, we just finished SimCity, for some Planet Coaster and more on our Arctic AbbyBooville Zoo. You know what? I don't know. I just noticed you can't really see that, man. How can we? How about we shrink this down a bit here? There we go. All right, we can see our number of followers there. That looks pretty good. There we go. Excellent. So thank you for joining me for this segment of our stream. Everybody, stick around, look around, go get yourselves a snack or a drink or whatever suits your fancy for the next 10 minutes, and we'll get ourselves a little snack here, and we'll switch games over. Yes, don't go the wrong way. I've actually been pretty good. Well, not last week, because I obviously took the week off from streaming last week, but the week before, I actually did 2 jobs, and I did not get lost, amazingly enough. I actually completed them quite well. So, yes, we're doing quite well without the future GPS that's in ETS2 and American Truck Sim. But yes, be back in 10 minutes. Stick around, everybody. Like I said, don't go away. Get a snack, whatever it is. We'll load up Planet Coaster here and have some fun in our Arctic Park. In the meantime, thanks for watching this part, everybody, of today's Retro Gaming Building the World stream. It's all done. Well, do you want some pierogies for lunch? You want some pierogies because they're quick and easy? Yeah? Okay, good. Thank God. If I had to make mac and cheese, that'd be a little bit longer. About good. Well, I'll fry up some pierogies here, and we'll be back momentarily with Planet Coaster. Thanks for watching, everybody. BJ Wyler saying until a few minutes from now, I'll see everybody in game.